What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JrTheOota. Today we finna be reacting to dad realizes his daughter is actually the killer. Oh man, imagine you a dad and you find out your daughter killed somebody in your family. I'm pretty sure something has to do with that. Somebody probably close that they know or something like that. But do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, smash that like button, sub up, let me know what type of videos you want to see. Follow my Twitch, JrTheOota0. Go live every single day. Let's get started, bro.
She's on the ground. Who is it?
This man has just been told that his wife has been murdered. However, he never could have expected that it was his daughter that was responsible.
What happened? Your wife and daughter got into an argument. She's one of the jail rappers. Your wife's dead. I was too.
On March 3rd, 2020, Ohio police responded to a 911 call at an address in Akron and found Brenda Powell on the floor of her kitchen with 30 stab wounds in her neck. Her daughter, Sydney, was in
30 stab wounds to the neck. Nah, this bitch is a demon. Lock her up. Rest in peace, bro. May her soul rest in peace. Lock her ass up. 30. Oh gosh.
the house at the time and told police this was a home invasion turned brutal murder. But even though Sydney was injured
somebody
as well,
broke in.
there were still questions left
Man,
unanswered.
stop
Things
it.
weren't adding up for the cops. Brenda was on the phone with one of Sydney's college professors at the time she was attacked, and during that call, she suddenly started screaming before the phone went dead. When he called back, the voice on the other end of the phone claimed to be Brenda, but the college professor knew this was a lie and suspected Sydney was pretending to be her mother. Fearing the worst, he called 911 and the first responders arrived in no time.
She tried to fake and call the professor back to make it not so obvious. That's crazy.
This scream, combined with being called to the location, is enough probable cause for the police to forcefully enter the home. And this is what was waiting for him when he walked inside the house.
Hacker Blaze! Hacker Blaze! Where's your mom at? Okay, stay right here.
No, there's so much blood. No, please.
Oh hell no. Now you trying to fake like you didn't do this. You trying to, nah, this is the most cruel part. You trying to be on some mom this, and whole time you stabbed her 30 times. Bitch, you got to go. Miguel, what's good, my boy? What's the word, gang?
R9, get that 32 rolling here quick. We got a female down. Started some more units back crime scene. Take her outside. She's blood all over. I don't know if she's breathing loud. Secure the scene. She looks like a 22. She looks like she's been down for a while. There's blood all over the place. There's a knife by her head and stuff like that. It's a huge pool of blood. No,
You want unreleased M dot? Nah, I'm
Broke a
sturdy,
window in the
gang.
back. So if you can
My
just put
boy
a-
fucking face in the building. What's the word,
As
mud?
soon as they
It's
see
the
this,
word,
they're
muddy.
for sure.
It turns out Brenda hasn't just been stabbed. She's also been hit over the head with an iron skillet, and her injuries are so devastating that her life hangs in the balance.
This bitch stabbed her mom 30 times, gang. She's wildin'. And now she trying to fake it like she ain't do this shit.
Figure out what's going on. Come on.
Is she gonna be okay?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
This bitch
You
is
need
a
to cooperate with me,
goofy.
all right?
I love my dad.
Huh?
I love my dad.
What happened? What's going on? What's going on?
We heard a bang. We heard a bang. she told me to get out, and then I heard screaming, so I came back, and she was on the ground.
Okay, you heard a
I ran
bang.
out back. There was a big broken.
What is
She's
your name?
lying.
Sydney?
Are you cut?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're cut somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, your hand.
No, I was helping her. I grabbed her.
All right, stop.
I grabbed the knife.
Yeah. What's going on? I don't know. We just got dad.
The dad.
Okay, what's...
I don't know.
Okay.
This bitch is a goofy, gang. This bitch is a goofy. Bitch, you done killed your mother, gang. You killed your mother. Whole time, Pops don't even know what's up. Wait till he get...
I don't know.
Sydney appears to have been injured as well, is suffering
She's
from
dead ass in shock, gang. She don't even know. She's just now realizing what she did. That's why she's trying to lie.
shock and struggling to hold herself together. Even the arrival of her father, Steve Powell, doesn't calm Sydney down. Police need to lock down the crime scene and try to figure out exactly what's happened.
The back window's broken in.
So you got the
Daddy!
inside there? So...
I don't know. She was there
Go
was
check
so much
leave the
blood.
house, okay? She's got a minor cut.
Inside the house, there's a broken window and the knife used to stab Brenda, but something isn't quite right, as the broken window had blood dripped on the outside of it, leading police to conclude it could have only been broken after Brenda had been stabbed.
That is definitely a cover-up, gang. Definitely a
However,
cover-up.
Sydney claims that the intruder used the window to enter and was broken before the attack, leading to the first of many inaccuracies in her story.
Interesting. It's not you. Okay, do we know who, where, which way? That was the younger guy. I'm looking through here and I can see pictures. And there's a whole basement set up for what looks good.
Yep, hey, sorry, I'll call you right back. Bye.
Yo, Face,
Alright,
what
let me
you
go
did today,
report that.
gang?
It's probably her brother.
Well, see if we can find out who else lives here.
With such a serious case with so many unanswered questions, the cops spend some time talking with homeowners nearby. They have to try and collect as much information as possible, but right now, the only person making any sense is Sydney's father.
Okay. Do you live here, sir?
Yeah. That's my wife and there's my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She'll be 20 in March. She's 19. Is she coming out?
Yeah, no, I guess. Just can't hang up. Sydney, can you tell me what happened? Huh? Sydney,
Sydney definitely did it, gang.
Sydney.
On its way?
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, that's them right there. I can hear them.
Sydney all in shock and shit now. I ain't gonna lie, the mom is DOA. The mom is dead on arrival, gang. Rest in peace. 30 times to the neck, mud. You can't come back from that. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Hey, Bob.
While trying to piece this puzzle together, police speak to Steve Powell and one of Sydney's friends down at the station, in the hopes that they may be able to help them shed some light on exactly what happened. But, unfortunately for Steve, he has absolutely no idea Sydney is the attacker, or even worse, that his wife is in critical condition at the hospital, and likely won't survive. Something detectives will have to break to him sooner than later.
Where'd you get a call from? Yeah. Got a call from him. Oh, okay. He said there was a call, went out, a distress call from the University of Mount Union where my daughter was going, and said, female in distress. I said, well, that's funny because Brenda's there, my wife. So I called Brenda, and it rings on the cell phone, no answer. I called Sydney back, rings, no answer. I called Brenda back, ring, no answer. I'm pacing around, I called Chief back, and on the phone again, told him there's no answer. My daughter was back. I said, oh, Mom's on the phone with Mount Union. I said, well, cops are on the phone. There's a break-in, and she just started going on. There's been somebody broke into the house. There's blood everywhere. She she was hysterical and crying.
So of course, when you talked to her, she said, "It's my wife is on the phone."
Yes. Yes. And as soon as I said, cops are on the way, the hysteria started.
Is she still okay?
Well, as far as we knew up until today, yes, but apparently not for the last maybe a couple weeks.
Wow. Wow, the bitch switched up her story as soon as he said cops are on the way. As soon as he said cops are on the way, she switched up her story. Bitch, what happened to your mom was on the phone with the school? Now it's been a break-in. She was trying to cover shit up, gang. That's crazy as hell. And you're also a terrible liar. Work on that, please.
Sydney hadn't told her parents was that she'd been kicked out of college weeks before this happened, and had been lying to them ever since. But she did tell her friends, including Lauren, who lived in the same dorm.
Now, we understand that Sydney was your roommate at Mount Union?
Yes, she was last year and this year.
And so you've been friends ever since your sophomore freshman year at CB?
Mm-hmm.
Go over each other's houses, everything like that?
Yep. Well, she started off in exercise science freshman year, her first semester. But then she didn't like the classes, so she switched over to psychology and sociology. But then she didn't really like that, so this year she switched to education, and then she didn't like that either, and that's one of the reasons she left, is because she really couldn't find what she liked. I think she showed me other classes. I don't think the grades were the best, but she didn't really tell me that.
Bitch went from 4 different classes. Damn. You just jumping from dig to dig to dig to dig. Damn.
I wasn't really struggling. I think she kept a lot of stuff hidden, because when we were just talking or with our friends, she always seemed happy. Like, she seemed okay, like I said, I couldn't tell until the end where she was kind of just like struggling, and she kind of was sad and just like, Lauren, I don't know what to do. I think she felt like everybody around her kind of had figured out what they wanted to do, and she hadn't.
Establishing Sydney's state of mind leading up to the incident will help detectives find out if she simply snapped or if this was premeditated. The issue is, Sydney is going to claim that she actually has no idea what happened throughout this entire case. In fact, she's going to base her entire defense on the fact that she blacked out and even claim insanity using this. This means the cops still have no solid proof that Sydney is the guilty party, but they're starting to discover she was hiding secrets from just about everyone.
Well, I know she's had anxiety for a while, but I think it was this last semester that started coming back in January when it really started, that she was kind of more like upset because she really didn't know what she wanted to do. My friends and I were worried for her because we didn't know what was going on, she didn't tell us, and
Lauren knew something was wrong and tried to help. At first, she had no reason to doubt her and was as supportive as any friend could have been at a time like this. But even Lauren grew suspicious of Sydney's evasive behavior.
I could tell she was getting more upset and more sad. And I told her, like, I'm here, like, you can tell me, I'm here for you. If you need anything, I'm here. But she never really opened up until she was leaving and saying that she was struggling in school and that she was trying to figure out what was going on, and that's when I started trying to help her.
Let's talk about this.
Shorty left school and crashed the fuck out. Literally crashed out. Did the worst possible thing you could do. Kill your mother, gang. The worst possible thing you can do. Literally. Crashed out. Just lost everything. Threw everything away. Fuck school. You threw just your life, your family, everything.
You're her best friend, and I know this is difficult, but tell us about her relationship with her parents.
Her and her parents had a really good relationship. Like, her mom and her were best friends. Probably, like, they did everything together. Like, one of the reasons she went home was to be with her mom. They were always close. She never said anything bad about her mom. She never ever talked about having an argument with her mom. Like, I can't recall every time she'd be going home, she's like, I can't wait to see my mom. Or when she goes home for weekends, she'd be like, oh, my mom wants me to come home so we can hang out and watch movies. And she loved being around.
So something in her just snapped, gang.
By this point, Sydney
Something in her just snapped. Jeez.
is becoming wrapped up in a lie that she's going to struggle to escape from. But instead of owning up, she decided to make out as if college just wasn't working out for her and tried to convince her parents that they could save a lot of money on college bills if she left to pursue other things.
What's going on? And now finished what she was, I'm overwhelmed in school, and I don't really like what I'm doing, and it seems like it's a waste of my time and your money. I said, well, but that's all part of it. Nobody's going to tell you you need to do what you're doing when you're 20. You need to figure it out.
But that's not what she told her friends.
So when she's talking to you about, the problems she's having at school, did she mention that she tried talking to her parents?
Yeah, I know she definitely, especially when she left, she talked to her mom about leaving. They kind of made that decision together to leave now. Like, she told them that.
Lauren's suspicions were proved to be right, and Sydney was lying to her friends. But at the same time, she was also lying to her parents, who knew nothing of her problems at college until they received a phone call from Sydney's professor. So Steve and Brenda began crisis talks to find out exactly what was going on with their daughter.
So I went back, I called my wife.
Wow. She was lying to everybody, bitch. She was lying to her parents, her best friends, the school, bitch.
Well, my daughter's home. She picks up, she was working down children's. And she goes, what's wrong? And I basically told her, I said, I'm in Sydney. I think the reason we're taking on is because she's unenrolled. She doesn't go to school.
Sydney became wrapped up in two sets of lies. The story she told her friends and the story she told her parents. Failing grades aren't the end of the world, and any parent would support their child through such difficult times. But it seems she thought her parents would be mad and couldn't bring herself to tell them she'd been asked to leave the college.
Yeah, we asked her what she was doing, and she said she was good. Like, she acted like what we would see as normal. Like, she was laughing, she was having fun. She said she didn't have jobs. Because she worked at the Akron Rubber Ducks. She worked there for a couple seasons, so she was going to go back there. And then she also said she was looking for another job, and like everything was good, and she was trying to figure out like next year and all this stuff, and she was going to talk to her parents about housing, trying to come back to me.
Once you got to my union internationally, did she ever drink?
Threw all that shit away. Threw away her family, threw away her school, threw away fucking everything. Everything. Now I gotta scream because these niggas wanna scream. We're gonna scream.
She did. Just kind of describe that for us.
She liked to drink. There was an incident in fall of our freshman year where she drank too much and she wasn't alcohol poisoned, but she did end up in the hospital. Her mom came out in the morning. Usually after that, her and I were together and she did drink. I usually kind of slow her down after
Detectives suspect Sydney snapped when Brenda was on the phone to her college professor and tried to cover up her lies by silencing her mother forever. The issue is, again, Sydney is claiming that she doesn't remember a thing, but it seems that she made some crucial and careless mistakes that let the detectives pick up the pieces. Sydney grabbed an iron skillet and beat her mother into submission before plunging a steak knife into her neck over 30 times. She then impersonated her mother on the phone and staged a break-in to try and cover her tracks.
I made it in far enough to see the back finish. When you go into the front door, you come around the kitchen, you go in, you can see there's like a pass-through between the kitchen and the family room. From the back of the house, I could see.
That's crazy. That bitch she was about to get exposed for all her lies. The mom Dukes was on the phone with the college professor. She was about to find out all the lies that bitch been telling. And you just killed her, gang. Instead of having an argument with your mom. Your mom would have found out. She would have been mad. Whoop-de-doo. Had an argument. Life goes on. But you're going to take her life, gang. Sick.
Right here, there's two big sliding windows. I could see that window was clearly, it was busted. Went down the hallway probably about 2 feet. Just you see blood all the way down the hallway.
Sadly, Brenda didn't survive her ordeal and passed away in hospital. The county medical examiner came to the conclusion that Brenda had died from blunt force trauma to her head and stab wounds to her neck. They ruled her death a homicide. This left detectives to deliver the tragic news to Steve that his wife was dead.
And who did it too?
Detectives investigated Sydney's claims that an intruder was responsible, but their findings didn't seem to match her story. The evidence was painting a different picture altogether. This left detectives with one final devastating task to carry out, telling Steve that his own daughter killed his wife.
His own daughter, gang.
I don't think someone broke into the house. I don't know if your wife and daughter got into an argument, got physical. I mean, the window was broken, but there's no forced entry into the house. Did your wife and daughter ever have like arguments? This is not possible. Your son's outside. He doesn't know.
My son's here?
Yes.
Would you like one of us to just go be with your son?
I don't know. I don't know. Take your time. There's no rush for me.
It's simply impossible to imagine the turmoil.
Nah, yeah. Imagine what bro was going through. He just lost his wife and his daughter because his daughter did it, gang. Ungrateful ass girl, bro. Somebody who brought you into this world. That's how you gonna repay them?
Must be going through at this moment. His wife murdered and his daughter the main suspect. Finally, Steve realizes the detectives might be right, leaving him to deliver the news to his son.
Clearly they think Sydney did this. I was too. She's going to jail forever. Wife's dead.
I know we're going to do everything we can to make sure that they find out exactly what happened. Nothing's definite as of yet. They still have to do your investigating.
And where's Andrew? He was sitting out there by himself. Was he with? Well, yeah, I don't want anybody in here. I don't want anybody. I just want Andrew. I said, that's legal. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't want to do
I don't want any of you. No, I just want Andrew.
Absolutely. You just come ahead when you're ready, okay?
You don't want to do it? I want to. They don't know. They haven't told me. They're investigating.
Sydney was arrested and charged for the murder of Brenda Powell. She claimed insanity at first, saying she had almost no memory of what happened, including hitting Brenda with the cast iron skillet and fatally stabbing her. The jury didn't believe Sydney, and she was found guilty on 2 counts of murder, 1 count of felonious assault, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. Sydney Powell was sentenced to life in prison with a chance of parole after
Goofy bitch. Goofy bitch, gang. What a goofy bitch, gang. GG to you. Life without parole. But you too, man. If you like this video, do me a favor, smash that like button, sub up. Let me know what type of videos you want to see. Follow my Twitch. We go live every day. Appreciate y'all for watching, man.